Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of your weekly dose of Terraform. Uh, well, I have to say that having a green screen behind me is actually a bit tricky. 1 minute ago, I realized that I have wrong t-shirt, which was pretty much invisible on this green screen, and I just switched my t-shirt. And the reason why I switched it is that M0 is sponsoring me again. Thanks M0 for the support. For those who don't know what M0 does, um, they actually allow you to run your Terraform and TerraGrant configurations in automation, so that you have some configuration file and you put it into your version control system, and then you run it through different steps, and you have your infrastructure created, and you can also see how much it costs. So if you are interested, please go to m0.com/Anton, and here you are. Well, yeah, it was pretty interesting week, I have to say. Like few hours ago, Hashi Talks ended. For those who don't know, Hashi Talks was for 2 days this time, and it was really a cool event. There were a lot of different speakers, I think about 95 different speakers or even more, and a lot of interesting talks about all kind of HashiTalks or HashiCorp products and how people use it. I just want to highlight a couple things from this two days event, well actually 3 days event, which were like my personal kind of favorites, I would say, or at least they are related to what we discuss here. So one talk which was, I think I saw it before, but it's pretty interesting, what guys by Drift CTL, so these guys are doing. Drift CTL, they detect, track, and alert on infrastructure drift. So Stefan, I don't know, sorry how to pronounce your name, but he was talking about what is actually all about infrastructure drift, why it is important. And if you have not seen Drift CTL, you can go to cloud skiff/driftctl, or actually driftctl.com, and see what exactly these guys are doing, why they're doing. It's actually quite interesting because honestly, I'm not a big fan of this kind of tool, but I'm sure that there are people who may use it. Well, I don't have this kind of need myself, so that's why I don't have so much opinion on that yet. But another talk which was interesting was Pluralit. For those who know what I'm doing, well, I've been doing infrastructure conversion between diagrams, and what was his name? Daniel, right? So what Daniel was talking about is how he is developing a tool which converts Terraform plan into visual diagram. It's kind of interesting idea, definitely not new. There are several companies and several people who try to do similar things with various success. So it's kind of interesting to see what exactly he's doing. I installed this because I went to download from Macintosh, and I downloaded. I tried it a couple times, and it didn't work for me out of the box, so I spent like 10 minutes figure out what's going on. Then I saw something, but then I was already out of time for this specific tool. So this is quite interesting idea to visualize it. Interesting when I showed it to a person who is expert in user experience and developer experience in general, she said that it's really neat and it looks very good. So yeah, I have to admit, it looks pretty interesting, and you can click on different things and see some more details. So check it out if you are interested, and you can also go to subreddit and see how discussion is going on there. So that was it, and well, there were so many of them. I didn't watch all of them, of course, even, I don't know, 3 of them. Well, I gave talk about doing serverless on AWS with Terraform for real. It was similar to something what I discussed last time, and well, there was something quite interesting what I saw even today. Let me see. It was about source. Yeah, exactly this one. So check your source. Terraform check your source by Jay Wallace. I think he is from US. He's from DoorDash company. So what this talk was about? Well, in general, it's not new concept that you have to understand what exactly you are using. And when we are going to registry and we search for something, let's say we search for any module, well, random module here, how can you trust that this code is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing and not stealing all of your secrets? I mean, all of your environment variables. Exactly, there is no way, no guarantee. The only thing which we can kind of trust right now is that if we see something like this verified, then at least it is by HashiCorp or from some partners by HashiCorp. So this is the only thing which we can currently verify. There are not enough measures inside of the module which can tell us that this module is going to create some resources but not another type of resources, and how we can actually trust something what we download from the internet. Exactly, there is no easy way to do that. We can sandbox it, we can fork it, we can do some static analysis of the code, we can go through the code, we can pin specific version, and really a lot of things we have to do. So yeah, that was it. It was interesting event, and I was lucky to give talk there about things which I'm kind of passionate about for the last well, I don't know how many years, but for a few years at least. So today I want to go through issues which people were talking and were asking for a pretty long time. And if you're watching this and you have some pull requests which you want to discuss, please leave comment on YouTube, and we will try to at least discuss it, or maybe even merge it, and I will try to explain how things work. Well, I cannot promise that I will actually merge it, but at least I will take a look on it and do something about it. Overall, during this week, I have been reviewing and merging quite a lot of pull requests and issues on all different repositories. So for today, I'm going to aim to merge at least 2-3 similar type of pull requests, because they are in ACM. ACM is Amazon Certificate Manager Service, and this module itself is well, I don't know how popular is it, I don't know, but we can go to traffic and see that, okay, there are how much, 3,000 clones per day of this module itself, which means that if we count this number plus number of people who downloaded from the registry, it was actually not so many, just 600,000 downloads. Anyway, the purpose of this module is that it's creating certificate, and it accepts several parameters, like for which zone and what kind of domains and subdomains do you want to use, and that's pretty much it. There is no specific things other than this resource. I probably need to increase font. So here is the tricky part. When we have this resource ACM certificate, we have to specify several options here, right? We have to specify domain, how to validate, and subdomains. And then we have to create a lot of validation records, because when person wants to validate certificate, we have to create special type of Route 53 records, and then we have to call another resource, which is ACM certificate validation. Then it will actually verify that records were created, which means that we own this domain, and then we can actually do what we have to do. So then this certificate marked as valid, and that's it. So as you can see, it's not very complicated. What is actually complicated here is the complexity related to how this certificate can be configured. Here you can see that validation domains can be subdomains and can be including wildcard and so on. Luckily, there were enough issues and enough discussion by different people, so all we have to do is just looking into issues, and as yeah, as somebody has already tried to fix this multiple times, it was also related to the fact that it was very hard to make good module at the very beginning because there was open issue inside of Terraform AWS provider. So that's why it worked for some people but didn't work for another type of people. And luckily or unluckily, I was always kind of belonging to a group of people who never had any issues with this module. So for me, it was always working, and I couldn't reproduce most of these issues, and it's really interesting. So let's see what exactly is going on. So this specific fix for 33, let's go into 33 and see what is it. Well, using Terraform, a little bit ancient, but I think it is still relevant. So what we need to do here is given key not identify an element in this collection value. Well, that's not good. So really not really interesting. And then there was this pull request. Well, I really try to reproduce issues myself so that I can verify that this code change is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. So let's see what is the fix here. So the fix, copy domain validation options and replacing, no, what is it? So all he does is just flatten this structure. Well, that's interesting, but let's try to run code the way it is now, and really hoping that it will fail, and then I can actually reproduce this issue and maybe merge this pull request. So if I go to this module, ACM, okay, so in ACM, and then which version of Terraform I have? Pretty good. Examples, complete DNS, and let's get something new. So this pull request was number 70. Well, it was actually new. Cool. So first of all, let's go to examples. I'm already here, and then I run Terraform init. I get something recent, and okay, I got this file Terraform log, which I don't need, but okay. So here I run Terraform apply just to see. So that's the whole point of examples, is that this is our replacement to any sophisticated tools which can be used for testing, like create some infrastructure, verified output, and so on. I just run Terraform apply and see what is happening. So these examples are here. What I'm going to do. Well, I have domain, and this domain actually real domain, so that's why I'm not gonna to create new domain, but I just use it. And then I have this domain, and I try to create a bunch of different things. Specifically, I'm creating several, so certificate is valid for several subdomains, like 4 subdomains, and even this one. Okay, so there are 5 subject alternative names plus 1 domain, so 6 records should be created. And well, there are 7 records. I don't know why there are 7, but there should be 6, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6. Okay, so if I run it again, I expect that no changes to be made. So the problem is that, I mean, not problem, but first assumption is that this order of this record is important. And previously it was the fact that AWS was returning these records in different order for different people. And that's why there were always infinite loop of changes unless you reorder these items in specific order. And as I said, I never had this issue because, well, my AWS account was not problematic enough. Okay, anyway, so here we have 6, yes, so 6 records here, no, 6 distinct domain names, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and validation domains. Well, it's a bit tricky to verify, I have to say, but anyway, that's what I do. Right, I see what is it about. So this record is duplicated here twice for some reason. And what can be the reason? Well, I don't know. Okay, let's see somewhere else. Let's try to look into other issues and see maybe it will be fixed. Yeah, exactly. There are 2 of alert type, and why they are created, I don't understand why. Because this is 1 and okay, this is like element number 0. Why it was created twice? Well, first of all, is it a problem? I don't even understand if it's a problem or not. I guess there are, like if I go to search inside of state for this value, there is 1 validate option, and this is domain, and then there are 2 options. Okay, what exactly is this item even? So if I go to validate, it says everything. The PR is not just flattering, but also 0 it. Yeah, maybe let's look into the code. What was it? So previously the code was, yes, I'm sharing the right screen, I have to scroll a little bit. So previously it was taken certificate 0 and domain validation option. Well, looks good. And now we are flattering all of the domain validation option. I don't know why do we have to do this. If we look into validation option, okay, what is actually local validation option? Where is it used? So local validation options are used inside of okay, so here we take distinct domain names and then +1. Yeah, that was actually the hack which I was not happy about. I guess if that's my thought. If I now remove this +1, I will get rid of alerts. That's because element is used here, and if element is out of range, then it starts from the beginning. But is it the problem? Like, I don't really understand. So, okay, if I say yes now, I remove this record, and that's it. I mean, there will be one record for the alerts, which is fine. So yeah, the problem is that it's really hard for me to reproduce. I have no clue what people put in these subject alternative names. Maybe order matter, maybe they put star, maybe they put totally different domains and expect that this module will go somewhere else and create records. Yeah, so now here we don't see alerts anymore. So that's problem fixed or what? Yeah, it's another type of fix, but it still fixed something. So let's look into another issue. It is actually similar, but I just want to go to. So this was number 70, and if I look into 67, yeah, you see, all of them are about the same. I mean, in one way or another. So let's go to all of these examples, all of these pull requests, and hope that somebody will actually provide actual code, like actual domain records, like here. Okay, so this is one thing. So it will fail when domain name starts with star. Well, that's yeah, that's workaround. While this is not fixed. Yes, this is probably a good workaround, but yeah, the fix should be introduced, I agree. Okay, any updates on this? Well, I have no clue. I will check it out. Okay, yes, I tried identify corner, +1 is required, but couldn't find any. That's exactly the thing. So if I remove this +1, I don't have this record anymore. But again, what kind of input do you put, guys? What kind of domain? What kind of wildcard, not wildcard, and all these combinations? I mean, I just feel that I will sit here, read all of this stuff, and then merge one random pull request, and it will fix a problem for 50% of people, while other 50% of people will be disappointed. That's why I always ask to please provide some code. I don't read this text like from the very beginning and thinking about each word. When I see the code, then I can literally copy paste it and run it and hope that it works. At least issue is reproducible. Now I don't know what is. So yeah, +1 is removed. Well, thanks. I did the same. Again, no code. How can I do anything about it? I don't know. What is going on here? Well, yeah, here the solution is that instead of figuring out what is what, let's just take distinct of it. Well, yes, we can do this as well, but okay, this didn't help me pretty much at all. So let's start with our own thing, what we want to do. Ultimately, what we want to do, we want to have domain name, and we want to have some sum like this. Okay, so we are making couple records for one level subdomain and for two level subdomains. As far as I remember, this is a little bit tricky in terms of certificate has to be valid for the domain, not for sub. So if I now run apply, that's yeah, it's not really a very good idea to do this kind of investigation absolutely blindly. So what we see here, validation domains, so validation options will be removed, validation record also will be removed. Okay, if we look from here, so domain validation options should be for 3 items. Why there are no... What? Why there are so many of them? It says 3 unchanged items, but why 3? Why not? There should be 1 for the main, 1 for this subdomain because it existed before, and this one should be new, right? Let's see. Maybe even disable validation for now to not create records. If anyone has experienced this problem, can you please provide a list of domains, or like at least not names itself, but at least what kind of structure in subject alternative domains makes problem? Because I don't understand this or that, or top level domain, or wildcard. Could be due to count index order. Well, let's see what you mean. Maybe count index. Well, that's exactly the thing. Previously, it was related that AWS returned items in different order. That's why it was always like infinite diff, where it was always trying to return information every time unless you put it in correct order. So first you create something, and then Terraform rerun, and then you have to adjust it a little bit, and then it works. But it's not needed anymore. So once more, now I have certificate is valid for 3, for top level, for subdomain, and for second level subdomain. Cool. And validation option is also for 3 different things, and 3 records were created. That's it, and no repetitive things here. Cool. I think that's like desired. So now let's add another domain, or it will be. Let's start with something simple. Let's start with wildcard subdomain. So what I expect now is actually, what is it? Well, it's a little bit hard to see what exactly is going to be changed, but it says 4 unchanged elements. Why 4? 4 unchanged elements. Why 4 if we previously had just 1, 2, 3? Where force is coming from? Anyway, let's run it. I see that it's actually working much faster than last time I played with it. So certificate created. So yeah, I think count index is not related anymore, because that's the whole point of it. now the problem is fixed on provider level. That's why this module should behave 100% of the time. Let's see, destruction, creation, all of this stuff. It would be pretty cool if this fix with removal of +1 does the trick. It can be that it's actually enough, because it was previously used as a hack to work around. Maybe it's not needed anymore and everything will be fine. So, come on, record is created. Now give me my certificate and that's it. No, yes, okay, cool. So let's see what is it. Right, so as we can see, there are just 3 records inside of Route 53 because there was wildcard used here. That's correct. And this certificate is valid for all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, so, well, I like this behavior. It seems good. Right, so 4 domains here, distinct domain names is correct. Yes. So this is correct. So that's it. Problem solved. Well, not really. Let's read again about different issues. And at least we can close some of these issues because they are not relevant. Well, from 2019, but still the point is distinct is not the right function to use here. Okay. This can be closed soon. Let's see, there was another issue related. So, okay, here the guy is trying to create just for wildcard certificate. Okay. So yeah, that's what I suggested. Let's make one for this one and another for star. It was a long time ago, so maybe it's not relevant anymore. Okay, let's work on this issue, like on similar type of issue. So as I can see, it works for domain, for wildcard domain in different combinations. That's pretty cool. Now let's make it so that I want to make for domain name which starts with wildcard. And what it means. So in this case I need to remove this completely, and my domain name will be something like this, star.something. Will it work? Probably not. Let's see. What does this mean? Cool. Yeah, right. Okay, what do we actually expect? Oh my god, thanks a lot for pointing out. I typically forget to share the right screen. So what I did is that I want to try to make the certificate just for wildcard for top level, wildcard certificate for the top level. So it says this is error message. Let's figure out whether it was fixing it or maybe abandoning it completely. Okay, so where we have issues on line 31, well, of course we are accessing empty domain, which is validation domains list is empty. Why it is empty? It is empty because distinct domain names is empty. Well, that's a little bit bad. Okay, let's try something else. Let's disable validation for now, because it's a bit tricky to work on project after pretty long delay. I don't remember this project so well, like by heart. Okay, it still failed because validate certificate. Oh yeah, right, of course it should be false. So what I want to do, I want to put some sort of breakpoints and see how it works. So if I reduce amount of code which is necessary, it's supposed to be easier for me to validate. It says one unchanged block, which is good. So one unchanged element. So it's going to make certificate probably correctly, but the problem is with validation of this certificate on Route 23 level. So let's proceed with this one. So I guess it will be valid for this domain name. If I search for star dot, yeah, so this is one, and now this will be removed from here. Yes, so distinct domain names, it says star. Okay, so what we have, one domain, it should be validated for this option. Okay, so what we need to get from this one is this no, wait, no, distinct domain names. Right, I can see. Right, so distinct domain names is actually a combination of distinct names combining domain name, which is already with star, with all of subject alternative names. What can we do here? Can we remove star dot from distinct domain names as well? Let's see. Do we actually need this at all? Why do we need distinct domain names? Only for count? Well, only for count. Only for count. How many records do we create if it is with wildcard and without wildcard? So when we had with wildcard, we created one record which was right, so when we had with wildcard, we created records like this one and this one, they are identical. How can we put this inside of this logic? Can we just make concatenation of two lists and then remove all of these things from the list. Let's see. Probably we can combine, like inside of distinct domain names, we don't need to have how many records do we have to create? At least one. And should there be star in it? We don't care, because it's gonna to be not used inside of this resource. So I think we can safely remove this star dot, and it should be fine. So let me just rewrite a little bit. So we concat two things, and then we can put it in one place actually, for as in concat of this, and this is already list, so we don't need it, and this, and the value is like, so concat column, yeah, something like this. So we can cut to list, always removing wildcard, and then see what happens. Sometimes I want to use some sort of like interactive debug capabilities here, but okay. So distinct domain names is not used anywhere else. So validate options, on the other hand, is actually, why validate domain? Okay, seems good, at least for now. Good, so we see this here. Now let's enable validation, and this will create domain. Well, Terraform console is good, but is not interactive enough. You have to restart it every time. There are no breakpoints which you can set. So that's looks pretty good. So it's gonna to create just one record, and that's it. Yeah, so this is gonna to work now. Okay. So what about putting distinct in some other places? If this is gonna to be distinct, then should this be distinct too? No, because it will already pick up from distinct lists up. Or will it be? No, it's not. It should be fine. Okay, so certificate will be eventually created. So now let's see if we want to add some some other domains. For example, if we want to add just one domain for so let's say domain name and subject, they are now swapped. Every time when I have to wait for this resource to be created, I think like, oh, now it will fail, now it will fail. And then after 10 seconds you think, oh no, now it will definitely fail. Let it just keep retrying. Okay. So if I have this code now, where I have star and not star, It should be similar to previous behavior which we had before. Well, I've just heard a noise that somebody typed something or did something, but I don't see the message. Interesting. Okay. So will it work? Let's see. So the record will be created in correct place, and yeah, it should be 2 minutes. Yes. Okay, cool. So now let's try again. What will be the solution? New records will not be created, but it will just update certificate itself, and that's where I expect to see changes. So a new certificate will be issued because new domain added here. Then validation record will be replaced. Why? It's a good question. Well, it will be the same record actually, because it doesn't know value yet, but it will match this one. And validation, well, looks pretty good to me. I expect this to be much faster. Yeah, so this record with underscore ed29 will be created as well. So yeah, the overall solution seems to be fairly easy. Well, as always, we have two things combined, removing wildcard and then going through unique not wildcard list and creating something. So let's see. Yeah, there's 2.9 still destroying, and now it will create, will be the same name. Yeah, 2.9, and validation succeeded. If we rerun it, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so what else can be done here? Let's see. So I think overall the problem has been solved. If I now I don't need this. If I now remove, well, what if I have some duplicates inside of domain name and subject? There should be no changes at all, right? Because domain name and subject alternative names, they're combined. Nevertheless, it tries to do something. What exactly is going to do? Well, it's pretty impossible to figure out. Okay, so it will just add one more domain. Why? Oh, right, yes, it will add it into subject alternative names. Yeah, because it doesn't match domain name. And that's a legit change, so it's correct. Yeah, the same domain can be mentioned inside a domain and in subject alternative name. Okay, what if I now do this 5 times? This should be no change, right? Or no? Yeah, finally. At least this is no breaking change. Okay, if I now add new.new.new, will be what is it? Yeah, this is the same. So just this value will be changed, and then the same 3 to create, 3 to destroy. Yes, this is added. New record is added. Why do we need new record for this validation? It's interesting. Let's try. It says that there should be new validation record for this subdomain. Does it have to be? Oh yeah, right, of course it should be. It's 3 levels, it's not 1 level. Okay, I think we are pretty much done with this pull request at least. And I will take take it further, and I will just finish this one and actually close a lot of other pull requests which were pending for quite a long time. And if we look into the initial proposal where there was proposal to use flatten, I don't understand why do we have to use flatten here. Not sure. Not sure what kind of outcome it will bring. I mean, we don't do anything more than just picking up specific elements from the map or from the list. No need to do flatten them. Okay, let's see. So if it succeeds, then I will just revert it back. Yes, it succeeded. So for 3 domains, for different combinations of, I think it's pretty cool. And order of these items is not important as far as I understand as well. Well, we don't even have to verify it because this was definitely fixed inside of Terraform AWS provider, so I'm quite confident with that. Yeah, let's run it one more time, and while it's working, I will finish this code. Yes. Okay. Good. So I can just destroy it with parallelism 100. Let's do it. Well, it will not be 100, of course, because all of these resources are connected. So it should be fine like this. Okay. So I will just close a lot of pull requests, and hopefully it will be accepted by the people who open this issue. Because again, next time when somebody open issue, I will clearly ask to provide list of domains or how they structured. Well, I think this is going to be it actually for today, because this was a very annoying issue for many people I know. So I think I will just finish it and merge it. And if anyone has any questions, please let me know in comments, and I think I can answer some of them if you have any. If not, then I can drink some coffee. Cool. So all of this was deleted, and now if I go to this repository, and if I look into some other pull requests, well, yeah, I will look into that. Anyway, what else I can do here? I can probably add terraform.log.hcl here, because I don't need it. And what else I can do here? Let's see. Should I update anything in this documentation here? Well, yeah, I can definitely remove submit pull request, because I don't want to even think about Terraform 0.11 anymore. Domain name cannot be wildcard. It's not relevant anymore. For using automated pipeline, consider setting. Okay. Yeah, you can still set. So what else is needed here? Let's run just for fun auto update. Yeah, it was pretty recent, and if I now run Terraform docs, yeah, it says something has been updated. That's because Terraform docs just updated recently, and now they include information about what kind of modules and what kind of resources are being created by this, which is pretty cool. If I run it one more time, it should be a bit better. This is an annoying issue which I have with validation. Terraform validation is not always working, because the way how pre-commit hooks are executing, it just executes a lot of things in parallel, and well, it doesn't work apparently. But maybe now Terraform validate will work. Yes, now it works. Okay, so git checkout, what is it? Fix wild card SAN. Yeah, wildcards in general. Git fixed a wild card in SAN. Yeah, in domain names. What else? What else I did? Like how to explain what exactly I did here. Well, I don't know what exactly. Removed +1 in domain names. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have explanation for why there was +1 before. It was hack which worked. Now we have better solution. Cool. So now we have this 71 fixed wildcard in domain names, and what will this fix or close? Well, it will close 57 for sure. So I can put this as an example. Wildcard in domain name. And API example com, like this. This is fixes 57. And what else it was related to? This is no. this is not needed. This is actually close 15. Well, closes or resolve, I don't know. Closes sometimes a little bit too strict, and people will think that this is closed without reason. So it actually resolves. And this was 15. What else? This is, yeah, this is definitely 47 is the right way. Solves 47. Yes. Okay. What else is this? This is it. Sort. Sort function is not needed for sure because it was fixed on provider level. So this is closes 64. 64. And fixed domain name 67. Yes, I already took it. Yeah, 67. No, 67. Fixes 67 also. And this is, well, and 70. Yeah, 70 also. Well, 70 is related to 33, which is, well, 33 fixes 70. Yeah, this is, I don't see a reason for that, honestly. Okay, 57, 67, what was it? 47. Do we have anything 47? Right, so 47, 57, 67, and 50, well, actually everything. That's pretty cool. Right, just 7 files, fixed everything. Everything. Is it true? Let's see. Okay, so this was the smallest fix, and +1 was removed. Pretty interesting. So squash and merge. Oops. Squash. And that's it. Now go to release this new version. And git release master. Okay. Is it backward compatible thing? Well, yes. It didn't do anything bad. It removed duplicated record, but it should still be very much backward compatible. Okay, cool. And now let me just finish this sentence. If anyone experiences similar or related issue, please provide types of values you are specifying as arguments. Tick, tick. Now it looks good. When opening a new issue. So that's it. Okay, I think this is it for today's stream, and as usually, thanks everyone who attended, and hopefully you learned something new today. Well, at least I can say that one pull request resolved so many issues which was open for a pretty long time. Now we have what we have. We have no pull request open. We still have two issues. Let me see, what are they? Well, yeah, that's actually also related. So this is also fixed. So we'll see how people respond on all of this. I will also close this one now. And yeah, thanks a lot for support, and thanks Mark for support too. Okay, see you next week. Actually, for next week I don't have anything prepared yet, so if you have any proposal, please let me know. Oh, hello Julia, or Julia, I don't know how you pronounce your name. Elbow cough. Yeah, bye.